Hey guys, welcome to another edition of JTJU, where we all try to be just a little better at the game of Clash Royale. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to actually share some stuff that I'm playing. I'm enjoying, gotta admit it, Clash Royale. Not taking over Clash of Clans by any means. It's a different type game, but it is fun to play, and so I thought I'd share a couple things that I'm seeing. Side note, I do play underneath Runbuck out on Clash Royale. That is my true gamer name. I'm Rhyhorn in Clash of Clans because that's my son's name. So maybe at some point I'll change that. But anyway, what I wanted to share was an attack type that I've been using in the 1200 to 1400 range. I like it because it's winning for me, and it also has the flow inside the deck of helping you understand gameplay within the back and forth of the skirmish itself. So if you're trying to get a feel for the flow of how to attack or the back and forth response, this is a good deck to do it with, I think. But let's just take a look at a couple and we can kind of talk through it. So here is Lorenzo. We're going to end up with I'll move it up to 2 times speed. It's going to end up in a draw. You can use Teslas with this deck. If you don't have it, Goblin barrels are also good. You can see here that didn't really work out for him. What I'm looking for usually is openness that are giant WallBreaker, or in this case a knight followed by a ranged unit like a Musketeer. And you can see that really didn't play out well. He's holding back his own deck and just overwhelming any pushes I make in. And this deck really, the style of play that I'm doing here is more about counteracting what he does, and then when he makes a mistake, then I can push. Right, so what I'm watching for is I'm just playing back. I'm playing behind with the towers, and I'm waiting for him to overcommit. But see how he's not overcommitting? How he's always playing back and waiting for me. So we're basically both sitting back and wait and just hanging out. So really, what I should have held was I should have held the knights to push in a given middle, and I might have just narrowly edged him out, but it never did. The other thing to notice is the minion horde is in the deck here to basically handle high health units pressing into your side of the map, like a giant skeleton or a giant, or if there's a mass push. The only mass counters you have with this deck are this WallBreaker and the mass minion horde. So if you go up against somebody that's just spamming a bunch of huts at you, you're going to have trouble if you can't press in on the other side quickly, because you don't only have a couple cards that you can play to actually counter that. But you can see here how it's kind of going back and forth, and you kind of see the flow that's happening within the deck itself. What else do we do here? Oh, the other thing you notice is that when I'm playing the Teslas down, I'm always, even if I didn't have Teslas, I always am arcing the play so that stuff like that doesn't take as many units out, because you have so many light skirmishers, as I call them, the units like Archer, Goblin, Spear Goblin, really kind of need or are weak to that kind of splash damage effect. Let's take a look at another one though. Let's take a look at the one that worked. So you can see here I'm up against, who is this? Who knows? It's Scythe. So he's got a similar deck. He's got a lightning spell and a freeze spell that you'll see played a little bit later. But again, if I have the Tesla in stack, I open with it. Because really I'm waiting. See how he's wasting elixir at this point. I'm in a better position at that point because he's not watching his elixir bar as closely. This is a nice play. And listen, now watch how this is how you want it to happen. Right? So he's basically, even though he realized late what I was doing was all ground and countered with ground. Now I probably didn't have the card. I didn't remember if the card flipped up. But he didn't really have options. So here he comes. He's going to leave that alone. So he's going dragon. Now see, I might have just played light with that, maybe with one of these, but he is doing a good job of, and I probably shouldn't have countered with my knight on that side, right? Because I had a straight line shot in here. It's not going to end up mattering. I will win, but oh, he's hypering out now. Now he's got a lightning and a freeze and a hog. What you going to do, Scythe? He just doesn't know. He's totally freaking out. So here's a giant and the WallBreaker. There it comes once again. I'm consistent, if anything. He's excited about this play. He thinks it's great. I don't know why. I guess he was impressed by it. Who knows? So here come the minions, and so, but notice the hog and the, so this is a pretty hard push, right? He's basically burned all of his elixir at that point, and we're even, but it really doesn't push through, right? And I end up with 2, he has none. Get down another Tesla, he's got the advantage now, what's he gonna do? So we'll just sit back with that, we'll let the defenses handle it. Now we're at 4-4, now we're tied, so that really didn't work out for him. I was hoping that this would not turn, and it didn't, but then he still had enough mass here to kind of overtake it. Now he's going to end up making a mistake. He seems really worried about this Tesla, right? So he keeps hitting it over and over, and even though it's not working for him, he's losing. Anytime he goes for that Tesla, it's not a good exchange. He should drive. Oh, look at me with my bad elixir bar. Tisk tisk. We'll put down the Tesla again, and I think the way I get him is right there. Why isn't he countering? What is he doing? Did he just give up, or just didn't know what to do? Well, he's mad about it. Well, Slythe, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Why didn't you play your 1 card right then? I guess he was thinking about it. I think he's got too many spells in his hand. I mean, I think, you know, with most attacks at this level, at 1200 to 1400, you really have to be more reactive forces, smaller elixir cost. Your big heavy forces, once you commit, leave you exposed to a counterattack on the opposite lane. They can kind of wank you out. So anyway, there's the first video that I'll share with you around Royale. I think it's a good deck to try out if you're trying to get a feel for the game and understand the ebb and flow. I'll post others as I go. Always have a good game, and I'll talk to you guys later.
What am I gonna do? My clan sucks. Hey, it's JTJ.
I think that's an all-out attack.
No, it's the legendary JTJU. What? I like my horn. You and this army. Download Clash of Clans for free. Then subscribe to JTJU and win.